Hello children, how are you? I hope you must be fine and taking care of yourself and also studying hard. You know children, from the next month your half-yearly exams are going to start and I believe you must have started it. Children, with the PDF, I always give notes. I make sure that whatever I have taught, I give notes over there, and I hope that you copy it in your school register. This note is very important because it will help you to understand, and you will not be opening the video off and on to see it, right? So make sure you write down the notes which I have sent you. The best way is that ask your parents to take out the printout of the PDF which I send you, which will help you to copy it correctly, because off and on if you see you will have problem in copying down from the mobile. So ask your parents to take out the printout hard copy of the PDF, which will help you out. And once again I am saying, whatever I teach you, I also give it in writing in the PDF form for you to understand again. And if you write it again in your copy, you will automatically recall what I have taught you. So now today we will take a quick look what we have studied about verb. In the verb, last time in our videos we had spoke about what is verb, and we know that verb shows action, events or state of a person, what they are doing. It also indicates the action of the subject. It indicates the main verb, and it also indicates about time. Time means tenses. And what are the three tenses which we know? That is present tense, past tense and future tense. So today in our class we will be doing the expressing of present tense. We will be doing present tense today, and the type of present tense it is in the verb. Now we will see that what is tenses. Verb forms which express time of action are called tense. So whatever time is expressing when the action is being taken, it is called tenses. Now tenses has been divided into three categories. It has been divided into three parts, and they are present tense, past tense and future tense. So at the moment we will be studying what is present tense. Right children? Now look at the board. It is said that every tenses has four forms. We know that there are three types of tenses. Now every tenses, all the three tenses, present tense, past tense and future tense, they have four forms. They have how many forms? Right. They have four forms. Now we'll see the four forms of present tense. We just now see the four forms of present tense. Now the four forms of present tense over here, the first one is simple tense. Simple tense, it is also called indefinite present tense. Right. Let us take an example over here. I run. Now I run, what it is stating? It is telling us what is happening just now. Just now what it is happening. I run. So it is indicating the things that happens as a routine. Right. Second is present tense. Second is present continuous. In the continuous tense, we have to add ing. Wherever continuous word is written, it means we have to write ing to the verb. Let us see the example over here. I am running. Right? Continuous tense is showing that I am running. Now over here, third form says present perfect tense. Present perfect tense has have. So I have run. I have run. It is indicating that I have already done the running. So it is present perfect tense. Now present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous, we have to add have plus been plus the verb with ing. So I have been running. So how many forms are there? There are 4 forms in each tenses. Now in the present tense we have simple present tense or indefinite. Second is present continuous, and in the continuous we have to add ing to the verb. Third is present perfect, which we have in the perfect we have to add have with the verb. And the third is the present perfect continuous, which means present perfect continuous means have been plus the verb ending with ing. Right, children? Now let us see. We know that a sentence is basically is constructed either positive sentence, negative sentence or question sentence. Now positive sentence means straight simple sentence, right? With factual. Now negative sentence, a sentence which has no to it, right? And question sentence is what? Interrogative, like what are you doing, right? Like that. They are asking questions. So these are the 3 types of sentence which usually a sentence has. So first we'll see the positive sentence, the rules of the simple sentence in the positive sentence form. First is like he, she, it. All that are singular noun. He, she, it. All that are singular noun. We add to the verb s or es. Right? The word which is given over there, we add either s or es. Let us see an example over here. He loves. Right? He loves. We have added s over here. She teaches. She is a singular. Right? She teaches. We have added es. It runs fast. Now these are all what? Love, teach, this thing, run. They are simple present tense. They are simple present tense, and when we construct a sentence in a simple present tense, we either add s or es when the sentence is singular. But when the sentence are plural, when the nouns are plural, so we add, the verb is the same, right? Let's see an example. I love, we love, and they love, not loves, right? They love. So I, we, they are in the plural form of noun, and plus the noun plus the present tense form of verb it is. Like example, I love, we love, they love. Right? Now children, we will see the rules of the question sentence. Rules of the question sentence. In the question sentence, we either add does or do. So, does is added when the when all the nouns are in singular form. All the nouns are in singular form. Like he, she, it. They are all singular nouns. Then we add the present form of verb. Whatever the verb is given, we add the present form of verb. For example, Does he love? Just simply, does he love? Does she love? Does Nitin love? Right. So it is like asking a question. So in the question form of sentence, like when in the simple present tense, we have to add does or do. Now let us see the question sentence for the simple present tense when the nouns are plural. When the nouns are plural. Right. When the nouns are plural, we add do plus we. We add do plus whatever the plural form of nouns are there. We, for you, we use I, they, right? And plus the present tense form of the verb, then question mark. Don't forget to put the punctuation mark for the question sentence. Let us see the example. Do I love? Question mark. Do we love? Question mark. Do they love? So for singular, she, he, it, we use, and for the plural form, we use you, I, you, they or we use. Right. And for the question sentence, we either use does for the singular and do for the plural. Do for the plural nouns we use. Right. Remember the rules of the simple present tense. Now children, the rules for the present perfect tense. For question sentence, if the sentence are question statement, so for has and have has to be added before the subject of noun or pronoun. It can be either singular or plural. Then we have to add the past participle. If I say the subject is singular, she, so has she eaten? Question mark. Question mark is very important. So we begin the sentence with has and we end it with question mark with the past participle eaten. Next is this thing have. Have we use when there the subject, that is nouns or this thing, that is pronoun or noun, they are in the plural form. Then we add the past participle to have they eaten. Now they is plural, so we'll start the sentence with have and eaten, past participle. For has is added when there is singular, have is added when it is plural. Now for the negative sentence. For the negative sentence, the subject which is either noun or pronoun in the singular or the plural form. For singular, has again, not, then the past participle. Like she has not eaten. For pronoun, we will if the subject is plural form, we add have, not, then the past participle. For example, they have not eaten. Right. I is considered as a plural. Therefore, I have not, then the past participle. So, I have not eaten. Right, children? So, what we have learned? For singular, has, and for plural, have. Remember that. For the present perfect tense, for the perfect tenses. Now, children, let us see the second form of tenses in the present tense. That is present continuous tense. So, as I spoke just now, that the tenses are based on the three sentences. They are positive sentence, negative sentence, and question sentence. And we all know what is positive sentence, what is negative sentence, and what is question sentence. Just now we had discussed. So let's take a quick recap. Positive sentence is a simple sentence with the positive factual or events which is taking place at the moment. Second is negative, means we have to add not to the sentence. Like it is no to the sentence. Now, question sentence is an interrogative sentence. We have to add question mark with the starting sentence of question. Now, let us see the rules for making the present continuous tense. First, we will see for the positive statement, for the positive sentence. For the positive sentence, when the sentence begins in a singular noun. Singular noun means single, like he, she, it. We have to add is, then the verb. To the verb we will be adding ing. Right. Let us see the example over here. He is eating. She is dancing. It is running. Now he, she, it. What are they? They are singular noun. They are singular noun. Is a verb, helping verb, and eating, running, eating, running, and dancing. They are verb, action word. So they are define the sentence what a particular person is doing. Like he is eating. Now is eating, is dancing, is running. They are present continuous tense. Right. So remember, children, for this present continuous tense, for singular form is plus the verb ending with ing. Right. Now second is when a sentence begins with I, we have to add am, and then the verb. To the verb we will be adding ing. Like I am eating. No, we are not going to add is over here. So I am eating. Now when the nouns are plural. So plural like we, you, they. Then it becomes, the sentence is the verb becomes are, and to the action word verb we will be adding ing. Like over here, we are eating, you are singing, they are singing. So we, you, they are what? Plural noun. And are eating, are singing, they are what? They are present continuous. They are indicating present continuous tense. Right. For present, so what we have learned over here, that in the present continuous tense, when the nouns are singular, we add is plus the verb, and to the verb we will be adding ing. When it is I, we use I am plus the verb, then to the verb we will be adding ing. Then in the plural form, when we add are, we add are plus the verb plus ing. Now let us look at some of the examples. We have to fill this gap with present present tense or present continuous tense, which we have studied just now. Amisha dash poems for children. So the verb given over here is write. So to convert the verb to either to simple present tense or present continuous, we have to see which verb is going over here. So Amisha dash poem for children. So what it will be? Very good. It will be simple present tense. So write will become writes. Remember, we had learned that Amisha is in the singular form. So it will for singular either s is added or es is added to the verb. Right. Manish dash to have chocolate. Now Manish is also similar over here. So what it will be? This verb will become wants. We will add s to it. They dash not come for lunch. Now over here they is what? Plural. So they will be added with are. So they are not coming for lunch. It will be present continuous tense. They are not coming for the lunch. They are not hungry. Number 4, there are a lot of stories it is, right? So it is a plural form. So there are a lot of stories about the jungle boy. So now you have understood the two form. Now let us continue with the next form, that is present perfect tense. Now let us look at the third form of tense, that is present perfect tense. The third form is the present perfect tense. Let us see the rules. As I told you, all the forms are based on 3 types of sentence. That is, one is what? Right, positive sentence. Second is negative sentence. Very good. And the third is what? Question sentence. Now, let us see for the positive sentence. Now, every sentence, as I told you, has a single gender, has a distinct plural numbers. That is singular या plural form of noun. Right. So first we will see the singular form of noun. Nouns. If it is he, she, it, we have to add has. For the singular, we have to add has to the present participle. Present participle is what? As you must have studied in your previous class, like if it is eat. Eat is what? Present. It is past. Right? It is past tense. And eaten. Eaten is what? Is the present participle. Right? To do, run, ran, run. है ना? Do, did, done. Sing, sang, sung. Pick, the sing. Then it is blew, blow, blown. Remember, I'll be giving discussing few after the end of the chapter. So coming back over here, for singular noun, we have to add has plus the present participle. Either we'll go for this or this. And let's see the example. He has done the work. Now he is singular. Done is what? Done is the past participle. Do, did, done. Right? Do, did, done. So done, work is what? The action, work. So has done is what? Now has done will become present perfect tense. Right. Let's see another example. She has bought a new mobile. Now she is singular, so has bought will become what? Present perfect tense. Very good. Now if the nouns are in the plural form of noun, plural form, like he, like I, we, you, they. I, we, you, they. Then we have to add have to the past participle. Let's see an example over here. We is plural, have done the work. Now have done is the past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. They is what? Plural. Now have returned. Have returned is what? Past perfect tense. Right? Now let us see some more sentences. So question sentence for the present perfect tense. We add has and have to noun or pronoun plus the past participle. Let's say have an example. Have they eaten? Now, as I told you in the previous part, that have we add to the this thing when the noun is plural form. So have they eaten, right? But when the noun is singular, like she over here is singular, it will be has she eaten, right? And don't forget to put the question mark. For plural form we have to add have. For singular form we have to add has. Now for the negative sentence, we all know we have to add not to the present participle. If the noun is singular, we will add has, and if the noun is plural, noun or pronoun is plural, so we will be adding have. Alright, so she has not eaten. I, as I told you, is common, so it is I have not eaten. And if it was they is plural, so what it will be? They have, right, not eaten, right? So in the negative form, like whether it is noun or pronoun, for singular has not and the participle. For plural form, this thing have not the participle, past participle, right? Now let us see the last form of tense, that is present perfect continuous tense. Now for the positive sentence, either the noun or pronoun, either the noun or pronoun is singular, we have to add has, been plus the verb, and to the verb we will be adding ing. To the singular number we will add has, been plus the verb, and to the verb we will be adding ing. Like over here, he has been eating. He is singular, so we added has been eating, which is showing it is a present perfect continuous tense, right? If the noun and the pronoun are in the plural form, then we add have plus been verb, and to the verb we will be adding ing. Like over here, we have been eating. So we is plural and have been eating is which time it is indicating? It is indicating present perfect continuous tense, ing, right? For the perfect, have been, and if it is continuous, ing will be adding. Simple. For the question statement, again has to the noun or the plural. First the has and have will come in front for the question form. So has plus the singular or plural singular form of noun and pronoun, then been and verb plus ing. Like has she been eating? Now has we add when the number is singular, right? And been eating indicates that it is present perfect continuous tense. Now have we add we add when the numbers of noun and pronoun are plural form. Then we add been verb plus ing. Like have, this indicates it is plural form, and you is also plural, so we have used have, and been eating indicates that it is a present perfect continuous tense. Now for the negative sentence, first we will this thing not has to be added, right? Either it is either the number is either no, not either. If the number is in the singular form singular form, then we add has, not, been, then the verb. With the verb we end with ing. Like over here, she is singular, so we have written has not been eating, which shows it is a negative present perfect continuous tense. Now over here, if the noun and the pronoun are in a plural form, right? Plural form are in the plural form, then we add have plus the not, then have been, the have, not plus been, and then we'll add verb. To the verb we will be adding ing. Let's see an example. They have not been eating. They have not been eating. Now they is what? Plural. So we have added have, and not been eating indicates that it is a present perfect continuous tense. Now I hope you must have understood that present tense has three forms. First is what? Simple present tense. Then it is present perfect tense. Then it is present continuous tense, and then it is present perfect continuous tense. Right, children? So for the singular form, if the number this thing number is singular, we have has, and if the number are in the plural form, it is we add what? Have. Remember that, right, children? Now children, coming to the sixth lesson, which is the continuation of the verb, that is expressing the past, right? What is past? Past means it indicates the time or expresses or it refers to the time which has already taken place, right? Which has already, the action has already been done. Now let us read some sentence over here. We went to the station at 7 a.m. We went. Now went shows that it had, action has already been taken place, right? My cousin were arriving by train. Now were arriving already indicates that it has been, the action has been taken place, but ing is written over here with the verb. So keep this in mind. Now they had written us. They had written to us about their travel. Now they had, which means they had already written, like they had, the action has already been taken place. We had been waiting eagerly for their arrival. Now had been waiting. Now all these sentences is showing past tense, but in different form, right? And what are the four forms we have learnt in the past present tense? One was simple present tense, then simple perfect tense, then simple continuous tense, and fourth one is simple perfect continuous tense. So in either be simple this thing present tense, either be past tense, the form will be the same, but only the tenses will change. So hence we are talking about the present past tense. So all these sentences are indicating the past tense. We went to the station at 7 o'clock, which means is showing simple present tense. Second sentence, my cousins were arriving by train. Were arriving, this thing shows number 2, shows past continuous tense, right? Then they had written to us about their travel. So it is past perfect. Had written is there, so past perfect. Now the fourth sentence, we had been waiting eagerly for their arrival. Had been waiting. Past perfect continuous tense. So these are the four forms of past past tense. Now let us see the rules of the simple past tense. So as I told you, in every sentence there are positive sentence and negative sentence and question sentence. So first we'll see to the positive sentences. What are the rules for the simple past tense? So if all the nouns and the pronouns, they are either in the singular form or in the plural form, we just have to add the past tense form of the verb. Right? We just have to simply add the past tense form of the verb. For example, they eat, they danced. Now they is plural form, over here is past tense. Right? She is a singular form, but ate is what? Is a past tense. Now coming to the negative statement. If the nouns and the plural are either singular or plural, you simply have to add did, not and plus the verb. We simply have to add the did, not and verb. Like over here, we did not dance. We is a plural form of noun and dance is the verb. So we did not, did is what? Did is the past tense. So we did not dance. Now Ishi did not dance. Now Ishi over here is the name of a girl. So it is singular. Then too we are adding what type of tenses over here? Did. So did, then the negative sentence not and the verb. Dance is what? Is the verb. Now coming to the question sentence. First we have to add the did. First we have to add did to the singular noun or plural noun with verb and then question mark. Again, for the question statement in the simple past tense, first we will add did, then to what? To the singular or a plural noun, then the verb, and then we will end it with question mark punctuation. Like over here, did you eat? Question mark. Did, noun or pronoun which we have used over here, either the name or the pronoun here. We don't have to stress on the singular or plural form over here. Now then we'll add eat, that is verb, then question mark. Again did, they is pronoun and dance is verb. Right? Over here did we have, this is pronoun and this is verb, and again we end it with the question mark. Simple it is. Now the second form of past tense is the past continuous tense. Let us see the rules of it. As I have already spoken, in every form there are three types of statement: positive, negative and question. Let's see the positive statement. When the noun is either noun or pronoun either in the singular form, so then we add was, and with was we will add verb and then the ing. We'll end the verb with ing. As why? Because it is past continuous tense. Like over here example we'll see she is a singular form of noun. Right? Singular form of noun. So what we did, to she we add was, then verb, that is sing. Sing is a verb, and we added ing to show the this thing past continuous tense. Now if the noun or pronoun is in the plural form, then we will add verb. What we are going to add? Verb to the verb with ending with ing. For example, we over here is what? Verb. We over here is plural form of numbers, and word. So we added word, and then to the verb sing we have added ing. Why ing? Because it is a past continuous tense. Now see to the negative sentence, when there is a negative sentence in the singular form, again we will add was, and since it is negative we will add not, then the verb ending with ing, right? Like over here, I was not singing. I is a singular noun. Was we will add over here for I, it goes with was. Not is negative sentence, and verb and to the verb we will be adding ing because it is a past continuous tense. Now when this noun or pronoun are in the plural form, we will be adding verb, right? To verb we will be adding, then again we will add not, then to the verb we will be adding ing. Like over here, they were not singing. They is a plural form of numbers, so we added verb and not plus the verb. Since it is past continuous, we will be adding ing. Now in the question form of sentence, again we will start the sentence with was and were. Was we will start with when the noun all the nouns are in singular form. When the nouns or pronoun are in the singular form, then we will be adding was, verb, then ing, right? And then end with a question mark. Like over here, was he singing? Question mark. So he is a singular. So we will start the sentence with what? Question with was, and then the verb with ing. Why ing? Because it is a past continuous tense. Now word. Word we will be adding when, children? Right. We will be adding when the noun or the pronoun are in the plural form. So like over here it is they. They are in the plural form, like more than one, right? So were they singing? Question mark. Isn't it easy? Now coming to the third form, that is past perfect tense. Now past perfect tense, if we see in the positive statement, in the past, the incident which has already taken and we are speaking now. So now whether the noun it is singular or plural, whether they are singular or plural, we have to add had to the past participle. For example, they had left, the train had left, she had left. Now they is plural form, whereas the train is it, and she is a singular. For all the form, whether it is singular, whether it is a plural, so we have to add had to the past participle to form past perfect tense. Now in the negative sentence, it is just the same. With the singular or the plural form of noun or pronoun, we have to add had with not and then past participle. Like over here, I had not left, the train had not left, she had not left. Now the train, it comes to the it, and she. If it is they also, they had not left. If I say they had not left, it is the same. So they are they are showing the form of numbers, and we simply had to have add had, not and left, right, with the past participle. Now question. For the question statement, you are asking questions. So therefore, for the past perfect tense, we have to start the sentence with had. Right? Whether it is the numbers are singular or plural, we simply have to start the sentence with had with the past participle. Like over here, we see they had left. Had they left, had he left, had she left. Now we have all started with had, asking questions, and ended with the question mark. Now left is the past participle of the verb. Right, children? So this is past perfect tense. For past perfect tense, we have to add had. Right? For present perfect tense, we had to add was or were. Now coming to the end of the past perfect continuous tense. This is the fourth form of tense of past tense. Now in the positive statement, when the subject is either noun or pronoun in the singular or in the plural form, we simply have to add had plus been with the present participles of the verb. Present participle. So Lily had been walking in the park. Now over here, Lily is a singular. She is a girl. She is a singular. Then too I am using had been walking is a present participle of the verb in the park. Now over here, the second sentence is showing that they are plural form. They are the plural form. So still we are using the same format, had been walking in the park. So what we learn over here, either it is singular or the plural of the subject in a sentence. For the past perfect continuous, it will be had been walking. It will be added had been, and then the present participle of the verb. Now for the negative sentence, whether the subject is singular or plural, for negative not. So simply like had not been, and then the present participle of the verb. So over here you will see that I had not been walking in the field. I had not been walking in the field. Second is they had not been walking in the park. Right? So whether it is singular or plural, they had not been plus the present participle of the verb will be added. In the question statement, we will start the sentence with the question, that is had. Had plus the subject, that it is either noun or pronoun in the singular or the plural form. We have to add been and then the present participle. That had she been walking in the park. With this we have to add present participle ending with ing. We have to end with ing. Right? All will end with ing. Right, children? Have you seen all the verb is ending with ing? Have you noted it? So the question statement is that had plus we will start the sentence with had. Then whether the subject is singular or plural form, we will just simply add had been walking. She had been walking in the park. Had they question mark? Okay. Had they been walking in the park? Right. So what over here we have noticed, in the continuation we have to add ing to the verb. Then for the perfect had been, we will be adding, right? We will be adding. And for the negative sentence, had not been, then the continuation form of the same verb, right? Had not been walking in the same walking. And for the question, it will start with had. Now children, I hope you must have understood what I have taught you all. I have taught lesson number 6 and 7, past tense, present tense and past tense, expressing present tense, and lesson number 7, expressing present tense. So I hope you must have understood, and I am also going to attach the PDF of it. Please write it. If not, take out the hard copy and keep it, and whenever you get time, you please write it down in your copy. That's it. Have a good day.